Hi guys, so this is a weird video. I just said something on Instagram about how I probably won't have a video up tomorrow. Well, today's technically Friday, it's 12:30 a.m. But I won't have a video up Saturday because I just haven't filmed one this week. It's been very stressful in my personal life, as well as the election, which is also my personal life. The election has been driving me absolutely crazy. The fact that it's so close disgusts me. It should not be this close. The fact that there's so many people in this country that are okay with everything that has happened the last 4 years and things that continue to happen, and the way the country has been, the way that we've opened our eyes to it, and they just don't care. And it is not only that, but it's not just like the bigots and the people who are on the streets waving, MAGA signs and wearing the hats and like going above and beyond, but it's the people in our lives that are quiet about it, the people that know that they should be ashamed, the people that know that what they believe is cruel and mean and they still do it anyway. And that's what's so upsetting. It's these people that, they even may claim to be liberal, they may claim to care about, gay marriage and Black Lives Matter and every other issue, but they really don't, because they still voted for him. And it's just making me really sick. And although I have confidence right now, I have a lot of confidence that Biden will win, like a lot, it's still just getting me down, like knowing what will happen after, not just what Trump will do, but what his followers, his cult-like followers will do. It's just scary, and it makes me sad. And the amount of violence against people of color in the last 4 years is really horrible, and I'm gonna start crying. I don't want to. If you're wondering what I'm wearing, to change the subject, I'm wearing a robe backwards. I've made my own snuggie. That's what I do. I don't like having all my arms under the covers, so I have my robe like laying on top of me and I just put my arms through it. It's a genius tip. I'm going to bed, and I might film an actual video tomorrow, or this might be the one that goes up Saturday. And if it is, and we have the results, I don't know. Kitty? Baby boy. No. Stop doing that. Thank you. I have a mug sitting over in my shelf, and he likes to stick his face in it. Excuse me, young man. Excuse me, young man. No. Nice angle. Also, I have multiple zip patches on my face right now. Not that this is very good quality because we're in kind of the dark and I'm on my phone, but you can't see them. They are the invisible ones from the Mighty Patch Hero Cosmetics. Oh, there's one. You can see it. Sir, come on. Stop messing around over there and have one treat. One. There you go. You want one too? You can have one too. Well, I took out some extras, so you can have those too. Anyway, I was going to bed. I'm going to read a chapter of Midnight Sun, which is the freaking thickest book in the entire universe. I'm going to read a chapter of that to kind of put my mind at ease before bed, so I'm not constantly checking the news. And I'm sure this is going to be the video that goes up Saturday, so I'm just saying, praise the Lord if Biden wins, and I don't even know how I'm gonna respond if he doesn't. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna go to bed, but I just wanted to let you guys know kind of like where my head's at right now. This week has been, the last 2 weeks actually, have been a lot in my personal life, and it's just like very exhausting, what I'm going through. It's not my situation to talk about, so I'm not going to. If it was something going on personally with me, I would be happy to share it with you guys, but it's not, so I'm not going to share that. But it's been a week of stress and just like late nights and a lot of like emotional exhaustion, and then having the election on top of that has been a lot. Knowing how many people's lives are at risk and in danger and just worse off in the last 4 years, even the people who support him, they're worse off and they don't know it, or they do know it and they're in denial, or whatever the situation is. And it's just really, it's getting to me, and I didn't think it would be close last time, and this time I guess I thought it would be close, but we knew more people would vote, and I don't know, I just really thought it would be more of a landslide, and it's so disgusting to me that it's not. And I don't mind talking about this on here. I know people have different opinions, but it's not about differing opinions. And, you know, in my other videos where I've talked about this, people always comment like, oh, all liberals are all about being open-minded, but they're not open-minded about Republican ideas, like, because, well, not, that's the thing, is it's not all Republicans. I know not all Republicans are bad, not all Republicans are bad, but if they're following Trump, they are, and that's not just my take, that's just a fact, it's a fact. And that's the whole difference between opinions, like differing opinions, you know, like, yes, you can have differing opinions on religion, you can have differing opinions on plenty of things, but not on science, not on actual facts. And yeah, if you have different opinions on religion, you do you can believe whatever the hell you want, but you have no right to push that belief on someone else. That's the difference. So it's not like, you know, I am totally open-minded to someone who's super Christian and doesn't want an abortion and would never get an abortion and wouldn't want their kid to have an abortion, but I'm not open-minded to the fact that you think that just because that's what you believe personally or religiously or whatever, that you have the right to make that decision for someone else, because that's where the issue is, you know? And also, like, it's not an opinion to be racist. It's not an opinion. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm better than the other race. Like, I just, that's how I believe it. Like, that's not an opinion that we can just differ and I'll accept you for. Like, no. There's no, like, oh, we can be friends even though we're across, like, party lines. Like, yeah, it was like that at one point. And even now, there are people who are Republican who aren't bad people. Like, I believe that. And, you know, they lean a certain way. But it's the people that follow Trump, like, actually believe in the bogus stuff that he just blows out of his mouth with zero proof. And he claims to have proof, but never shows it, ever. It's just crazy to me. And the speech he gave tonight, which is Thursday night, I didn't even watch it, but just hearing the minimal bits and pieces it's disgusting. I can't even watch it for my own mental health. Like, I just can't. I can't walk by the screen when he's on, and I am so excited to hopefully have a president that I can walk by the TV and just feel like, okay, like, I don't love him, but that's normal. Like, I want to hate the president a normal amount, not the way that I have been. You know, I don't want to have this rage inside of me every day. I don't want the rest of the country that are good people to have this rage inside of them. I don't want to turn on the news or flip through freaking Twitter and see him and his face and all the hate that goes along with that. And it's not just, like, him, you know, and it's not just what he's done, but giving the voice to all the other people in this country who for years have been so hateful. You know, this wasn't as, I don't want to say it wasn't a problem, it was always a problem, but, like, it's been like a problem on a bigger scale. He has empowered the people who believe these horrible things to be more violent, to be more horrible, and it's disgusting and it's infuriating, and I don't think that people should have to live with that every day and see that. It's so upsetting to go, like, open your phone in the morning to see, like, what your favorite celebrity did overnight and see all the violence that we see, and not just the violence, but the hate and the racism and the sexism and homophobia. Not even homophobia, I don't even like that word. That's a personal opinion. I don't think it's homophobia. It's not phobia, it's just hate. Like, those are different things. It's all of it. Like, it's so stressful, and it just adds so much to the things we already all have going on, and it's just like, I have so many thoughts in my head and I can't even form them because it's so upsetting. And, like, whenever anyone in my life says anything like pro-Trump, I can't even think of a word, flabbergasted by the idiocy of it. Even people who are fully well educated, people who know things, like, it's a cult-like following, and it really is. And I don't understand that whether you're educated or not, like, there's a sense of compassion and, like, just caring about other people that is just so gone in everything that Trump does. And his followers just, like, blindly, like, he could literally walk into someone's house and shoot their wife and they'd be like, oh, you had a reason, like, she was part of this something or other. Like, it's actually crazy, and it's worrying that there's so many people that are so, like, secure in this, and they're raising their children to be, and that's something that really upsets me too. Like, seeing people out there with their Trump signs and spewing hate at people who have kids right in front of them, like their kids are wearing MAGA hats. Like, that really, really upsets me. And, you know, you should be teaching your children to love and to be respectful, not whatever the hell that is. Like, there's not even words for it anymore. And I'm sorry to be, like, a downer. And this might, like, be completely pointless because, not pointless, obviously, but, like, yeah, maybe Biden won. And by the time you see this, you're gonna be like, okay, like, I've heard enough. I have too. And that's kind of the whole point, is, like, we've all had enough. Like, this needs to stop. And, like, yes, I'm sure a lot of you are agreeing with me in the fact that Biden is not our first choice. He certainly is not. But he's what we got. And it could be worse, way worse. So, I just hope. Like, if you're anything like me, you have your friends blowing up your phone for the last few days being like, I can't wait, I'm so impatient, like, I'm so anxious, I can't sleep, like, I just keep checking my phone. And I'm the same way. Like, I literally have the polls, I don't know, the results, open on my computer while I'm watching TV. Like, it's always there. I'm constantly refreshing. I just want to see a difference. I want to see the news that I'm hoping for the last 4 years. I've wanted to see. I mean, I can't even describe the feeling I had when I woke up 4 years ago. The day after, I didn't believe it was real, and this time, I'm just so scared. And the thing is, this won't affect me personally that much, and that's, I think what really pisses me off is, like, whoever wins, personally in my life, like my everyday life, will it affect my healthcare? Will it affect how I'm treated by police? Will it, affect anything like that? Maybe it'll take away my right to choose, but that might not be something that I have to worry about in the next 4 years, but there's so many people that it will. There's so many people that this election will affect personally in their everyday lives. Even though I'm privileged to be in a situation that I'm in, knowing that I'm not maybe physically in danger by the police or something, or pretty much anything that's going on. Like, I'm not going to be put in a cage. I'm not going to have a child that's going to be taken away from me. Like, all of these things that other people are going through because of this presidency, I personally, other than seeing him on the news and stuff, I'm not being, affected by it. But I still care. I care so much. And the fact that there's so many people who don't like the fact that more white women voted for Trump this time than last time infuriates me to no end. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how people could be so careless and so insensitive and just not care about other human beings and just see everything we've seen for the last 4 years and just be okay. Like, it just blows my mind. And even my dad, he's 70 years old, and if you met him, like, for an hour, you might think, oh, this is, like, a classic Trump supporter. He watches NASCAR and stuff, and, like, he's not. He absolutely hates him. Like, he, I think, may even be more angry than I am. And, yeah, Biden wasn't his first choice either, but, like, he has friends that are his age that are huge Trump supporters, and he comes home from seeing them and just says, I can't talk to them. Like, I can't. It's just, I don't understand how they can be so brainwashed. And that they're just not watching things, and they're like, the things that they say make no sense. And I look at him and I think, wow, I'm really proud of him, because it's at his age, like, I'm not gonna say it's not easy, but he is very open-minded, and he has grown with the times and become more progressive, and it's nice to see that from him. And it just bothers me that he has to come home from the few friends that he has and say, like, how am I friends with someone for all these years and not know that they would support someone that's so ridiculous and evil and dangerous? Like, it's just really upsetting to see all of that. And, like, I mean, I guess, I'm wrong. Maybe I am. I mean, I know I'm privileged and I don't have the issues that a lot of other people do, and, like, I'm not gonna suffer the way other people will if this election goes south, but I kind of have this past year with the pandemic. Most of us have, actually. Anyone who's lost anyone or just even scared, having the fear, it wouldn't be as bad as it is if he wasn't in the White House, and I think all of us know that. There was a pandemic, a response, whole binder of stuff to do in this situation, and they tossed it out. So yeah, my mom's a nurse and she works directly with COVID patients, and she has to deal with that. And we all worry when she comes home. We all worry when she goes in. My mom is the sole breadwinner in this house, and it's terrifying. And all of this would not be happening if he had just made better, smarter decisions. And I'm sorry for ranting so much. I'm just so infuriated, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. And like seeing this, I mean, just saying this is giving me a headache, so I need to stop. But this is a headache I've had, a migraine, since election day. It's been in and out of right here in front of my head. It's been a constant pain, and like nothing helps it. I tried to have chamomile tea, I tried to take ibuprofen, I've tried CBD, and that didn't even work. It's just stress, and I know that that's what it is from worrying so much. This worry wrinkle I have right here is like large and in charge. But I'm gonna finally go in and read a chapter of Midnight Sun, which is, by the way, Twilight written in Edward's perspective for anyone who is a big old nerd like me, and try to get some sleep. So I really hope things are better tomorrow. Good night.